All right, today we're going on a pretty wild journey. We're diving deep into our own bodies to uncover a 5,000-year-old secret about our health. Let's get into it.
So, I want you to look at this number, 100 trillion. Any guesses what that is? Well, that's roughly the number of tiny microorganisms living inside of you right now. It's an entire universe in there. Seriously, that's way more than the number of stars in our galaxy.
And this isn't just some random collection of microbes, you know? Think of it as an invisible army, constantly at work. And it's not just digesting your food. It's influencing your health, your mood, even how clearly you think. It's a huge deal.
Which brings up a really fascinating question. I mean, our ancestors didn't have microscopes or labs. They didn't even know what bacteria were. So how on earth did they figure out how to take care of this powerful internal army? That's the mystery we're going to unravel today.
So let's explore where this whole probiotic empire came from. And you might be surprised to find that it all starts with some foods you probably have in your fridge right now. Our first clue, and you're going to love this, it takes us way back to the dawn of civilization, and it's hidden in something as simple as a pickle. Yeah, a pickle. The story starts in ancient Mesopotamia, with a discovery that honestly changed everything.
And what's so amazing here is that pickles were never just food. Way back in 2400 BC, the Sumerians realized that pickling did more than just preserve stuff. It actually transformed it. Then you have Alexander the Great. He literally made his soldiers eat pickles to keep them strong on the battlefield. And of course, there's the legend of Cleopatra, who credited pickles for her famous beauty and health. They might not have had the word probiotic, but they definitely knew it was some kind of magic elixir.
Okay, now let's leave Mesopotamia and travel to a completely different part of the world, the vast, harsh steppes of Central Asia. Because another gut health superstar was born here, not out of convenience, but out of pure necessity. Let's talk about Iran.
See, Iran wasn't just some happy accident. It was a brilliant piece of what you could call nomadic technology. Think about it. You're a nomad, milk goes bad really fast in the heat. What do? Well, you create yogurt, and from there, Iran. They didn't just solve a problem, they turned it into a massive advantage. It was a drink you could carry, it kept you hydrated, helped you digest whatever you could find, and it boosted your immune system. It was a survival tool.
And here's the kicker. While yogurt and Iran might seem like a recent health food trend in the West, they've been a cornerstone of life in Central Asia for at least 3,000 years. This white miracle, as some called it, was keeping people alive and healthy long before it ever showed up in our grocery stores.
So how do we connect all this ancient history to modern science? How do we know this stuff made such a difference? Well, the answer is literally written in the DNA of the bacteria themselves. It's a gift passed down through thousands of generations.
This is so cool. It's like ancient food forensics. Scientists find these old pots at archaeological digs, they scrape out the residue from inside, and they run DNA tests on it. And what they find are the actual direct ancestors of the good bacteria that live in our guts today. It's a direct line to the past. Now, the real star of this whole microbial show is a family of bacteria called lactobacillus. This is the little engine that could. It's the powerhouse behind the fermentation in both pickles and iron, and it's basically the foundation of what we now call a healthy gut microbiome.
Just think about that for a second. Our ancestors ate these foods for generation after generation after generation. And by doing that, they literally built the diverse ecosystem in our guts over millennia. So when you drink a glass of iron or eat a pickle today, you're not just having a snack. You are literally shaking hands with a 5,000-year-old genetic inheritance.
And now you can really understand why our ancestors might have seen these foods as sacred. They weren't just for adding flavor or making food last longer. They were, in effect, living shields. They were a kind of ancient medicine that protected them from sickness, helped them get through epidemics, and even guarded them against food poisoning.
Which brings this whole 5,000-year-old story right into our modern lives, and right into our kitchens. All this ancient wisdom is now being backed up by science, and it turns out we've got a pretty powerful pharmacy sitting right there in our refrigerator.
You know, scientists now have a nickname for our gut. They call it the second brain. And why is that? Because a huge chunk of our neurotransmitters, including serotonin, the happiness hormone, is actually made right there in your intestines. So that pickle jar wasn't just helping our ancestors with digestion, it was probably boosting their mood too.
So today, you can go out and buy probiotics in a lab-made capsule.
And that's totally fine. But what this incredible history teaches us is that the original, time-tested solution has been with us all along. It's not a new discovery. It's a 5,000-year-old tradition, proven by generations, and it's waiting for you right in your kitchen.
So it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a simple pickle in a glass of Aran can hold such a deep story of human survival and wisdom, what other ancient remedies, what other incredible secrets are just hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to rediscover them?